Hey guys, Christmas is around the corner, and for today's Christmas look, by the way, today is the 7th day of my 12 days of Christmas makeup challenge. Make sure you like, comment and subscribe to this channel if you're not yet subscribed. We started off by priming our face and we're using the Maybelline Fit Me primer. That is the luminous. And after thoroughly applying the primer on our face, as you can see, it gives the face a nice healthy glow to it. We are now going to do our eyebrows. As I always say, eyebrows define the face, and I'm not the only person who says eyebrows define the face. They do define your face. So make sure you get your eyebrows done. Okay, so what I've done is that because I have very sparse eyebrows, I am going to just draw the outline of a shape of an eyebrow that I want. This works best if you have trimmed your eyebrows. Unfortunately, I rarely trim my eyebrows, so I just draw the shape, and then afterwards I am going to go in with fill in that shape, and then I've gone in with the Rimmel Wonderful Brow Gel, which is actually a brow gel, and I've just applied it on top of my eyebrows to make sure that they stay in place for the entire makeup period. And then after that, we will definitely define our eyebrows and actually shape them in this case because they're not fully shaped. And I'm just using this LA Girl Pro Conceal Concealer, and that is the shade Fawn. And I've just picked it up using a brush, and I'm just going to go over the brow. And I'm also going to go above the brows, below the brows and above the brows, just to make sure that I've shaped them. And I've also, it's giving 2016, 2015 brows, but I don't have brows exactly, so I have to do this. And then now I've taken another brush, and I am just blending that into my skin to make sure that there are no harsh lines. Then after that is when we'll proceed with the rest of the makeup. Now today I'm doing a very simple Christmas makeup look that you can actually wear in real life, unlike these other makeup looks that I've been doing. But after all, makeup is fun, makeup is supposed to be enjoyable, and above all else, it's supposed to make you feel the best version of yourself. Okay, so what we're doing now is to color correct our face. And that essentially, color correcting my face is just removing any dark shadows and dark spots. And that's what I've done with this LA Girl Orange color corrector. It's really good for like hiding the dark spots on this kind of skin tone. So I've just dabbed it in with a brush, and then I'm going to make sure that I blend it out thoroughly using a damp beauty blender until it's almost invisible, or at least not that noticeable on the skin. And then now it's time for foundation, and as usual I'll be mixing two foundation shades. Almost all the foundations I own are not my shade, but they're close enough, so I've just used the Clinique Even Better foundation in the shade Pecan, and I've also used the Maybelline Fit Me foundation in the shade Cappuccino. So I've mixed the two, and as you can see, it's getting a good shade match for me. I tend to match my foundation to my neck. So maybe if you can look at my neck, you would understand, because I know that the skin on my face is, looking a bit off. So I'm just going to dab that in. And then after dabbing it in using a damp beauty blender, we will do our concealer before we do our eyeshadow. So for the first concealer, I'm using the Maybelline Fit Me concealer, and that's the shade Cafe. That's the one I'm using to brighten my under eyes, my forehead, and around my mouth. And again, using the same damp beauty blender but a different side, I'm just going to dab that in. The second concealer that I've used is the NYX Studio Photogenic Concealer. That's the shade 6.5, which is a very lighter shade for my skin tone. That's the one that I've just used to brighten my inner eyes further, my under eyes further also. And then now I've gone back to the LA Girl Pro Conceal Concealer, and I'm just going to use it as an eyeshadow base or an eyeshadow primer. And I'm just dabbing it in with a brush, evenly spreading it on my eyelid before I apply my eyeshadow. After this step, we are then going to take our setting powder, and in this case I'm using the Black Opal setting powder in the shade medium to set all the areas that I applied concealer. Now this step is very important because it prevents your makeup from creasing, specifically your concealer from creasing. Anyone who uses concealer can tell that while you smile, laugh, it will gather in the cracks and crevices of your skin, so you don't want that, so you set it with a setting powder. Now we are on to the makeup, and this is a very simple look. If you are to Google search Christmas makeup, you'll probably come across this look, whether it's on Pinterest, Instagram, Reels. You will probably come across something like this, which is like 2 different eyeshadow shades on different eyes. So what I'm doing is that I've just applied a red eyeshadow all over my eye, and then I'll go in for a wet look with that very shiny eyeshadow. So I'll apply it at the center of my eyes just to create like a wet look. I wouldn't describe it as a wet look, like, you know, like a shiny highlight. Yeah, but it does give a wet look effect. So, and then on the other eye, we are going to do just green. And as you guys have noticed, this is just like a monochromatic look on each eye. And then after we finished applying the dark green all over the eyelid, we are going to apply the same silvery shiny eyeshadow to give it the wet look effect. And then I think we'll be done with our eyeshadow. There it is. There's the wet look. And then I want to do a Candy King inspired eyeliner. So what I'm going to do is that I'm just going to draw this wing, or the outline at least of the wing, and then I'll fill it in, but I'm doing black and white instead of black and red because we do have some red eyeshadow right there. I have to admit this took way longer than I anticipated. It was not as easy as it looks. Okay, so for the under eyes, or the bottom lids of our eyes, we are doing the color opposite to, you know, the eyeshadow. So for the red eyeshadow, we are going to do a green under eye. And then for the green eyeshadow, we are going to do a red under eye. So we're pretty much done with the eyes, and I think I do love how it did turn out. So what we're doing now is our lips, and I'm just lining my lips with a black lip liner, and then I'm going to go in with these 2 Maybelline Superstay lipsticks, the first one being this maroon shade, and then we will also apply a little bit of another shade. But generally we are doing the maroon. Maroon will be the main color. And then what we are doing now is setting our face further. And you can see the makeup is really simple. I mean, the eyeliner did take a while, but generally it's just so simple. You can go somewhere with it. It's not complicated. For eyeshadow, I'll be, not eyeshadow, for blush, I'll be using this She Glam blush in the shade Devoted, which is like a pinkish, not pink, peachy blush. And because I'm applying it on top of a lot of makeup, I don't want to move the makeup. I'm just going to lightly dab it with a brush just to create a bit of color to my face. Of course, the makeup itself is very colorful, but why not? Why not? Now I will also be going on with a NYX highlighter, and that is what I'm just trying to dab in. It's a really nice highlighter, very natural like highlight. I'll be also going in with this NYX liquid eyeshadows, which I always use as highlighters for my nose because they put a punch, they kick a punch on the highlights. They're like the highlight of highlights, although they're liquid eyeshadows, but you have to work with them really fast because they dry down really fast and they don't budge after they've dried down. And we are done. That is our Christmas makeup. Let's put on our wig, and yeah, tell me in the comments what you think.